Have you ever felt like the days are slipping through your fingers faster than ever before? Like life is moving at a speed you can't quite keep up with? The truth is, time is speeding up, and most of us don't even notice it. And here's the thing, it's not just about the clock ticking. It's about how we live, how we perceive, and how much of our life we are truly aware of. We live in a world full of distractions. Every moment, our attention is pulled in countless directions. Emails, notifications, headlines, social media, endless tasks. We think we are managing time, but often we are letting it manage us. We rush from one thing to the next, rarely pausing to notice the precious seconds that make up a day. Before we know it, days become weeks, weeks become months, months become years, and we wonder where the time went. But there's a secret: time only feels fast when we are not present. When life becomes routine, when our days blur into autopilot, our perception of time compresses. And yet, when we engage fully, when we immerse ourselves in experiences that challenge us, that excite us, that demand our attention, time stretches. Moments become vivid, rich, and memorable. The acceleration of life isn't necessarily our enemy. It's a wake-up call. It's telling us to pay attention, to live intentionally, to reclaim the present. We can slow down the perception of time, not by changing clocks, but by changing how we experience life. By seeking depth, by embracing presence, by creating memories instead of just going through motions, we can make time feel abundant again. This is a call to action. Don't wait for tomorrow. Live fully. Notice the little things. Cherish the moments. Invest in people and experiences that matter. Life is moving fast, but you can choose to move meaningfully, because the more conscious we are of our time, the richer and more fulfilling our lives become. Have you ever stopped and wondered why it seems like the years are slipping through our fingers faster than ever before? The days, weeks, and months seem shorter, even though the clocks tick at the same pace they always have. This feeling is not just in your head. There's a reason why time feels like it's accelerating. It's because the more routine and predictable our lives become, the less new information our brains are processing. When our minds are flooded with novelty, new experiences, new challenges, new connections, time feels slower, richer, fuller. But when we coast through life on autopilot, time speeds up without us even noticing. Most of us are living in a cycle of repetition. Wake up, work, sleep, repeat. We scroll through social media, binge watch shows, and say later to the things that truly matter. And here's the tricky part. In these routines, our perception of time becomes compressed. Days blend into weeks, weeks into months, months into years. Suddenly, we realize a decade has passed and we can barely recall how it went by. The irony is that while we think we're saving time by rushing, we're actually losing it because we're not fully present. Time is speeding up, yes, but here's the hopeful part. We can slow it down, not by changing clocks, but by changing our experiences, by embracing the present moment, by intentionally creating memories, instead of just letting days pass. By seeking learning, laughter, and human connection, we can make time feel expansive again. The key is awareness. Notice the small things, the morning sunlight on your coffee, the laughter of a loved one, the feeling of accomplishment when you finish something meaningful. Life is precious, and when we ignore how fast time is moving, we risk spending our most important moments on distractions that don't serve us. Awareness is your superpower. When you are awake to each moment, time slows and life gains depth. You become the master of your own perception of time, rather than a passenger being carried along by it. We live in an age where everything moves faster, faster communication, faster information, faster entertainment. The digital world has connected us in ways our ancestors could never imagine, yet it has also created a relentless sense of urgency. Notifications, emails, messages, headlines, they constantly demand our attention. And while technology promises efficiency, it often accelerates our lives without giving us the space to breathe. Our attention is fragmented. We switch between tasks, jump from screen to screen, and fill every gap in our day with distraction. Even our leisure has become faster. Quick bites of entertainment, instant gratification, no patience required. This constant pace, it tricks our minds into thinking time is moving faster. Each day becomes a blur, and we rarely pause to reflect, to dream, or to feel deeply. Here's the truth: the problem isn't the technology itself, but how we engage with it. We have the power to reclaim our time, to set boundaries, to consciously choose what deserves our focus. Imagine starting your day without immediately reaching for your phone, savoring a slow breakfast, noticing your thoughts and feelings. Imagine turning off notifications, spending a day immersed in a meaningful project, a deep conversation, or simply nature. When you do this, time regains its richness. You remember your moments because they are fully experienced, not scrolled through or skimmed. Time is speeding up, but we can slow it by being intentional with our attention. By designing our lives around presence rather than distraction, we can resist the rush, live fully, and leave behind a legacy that our future selves will thank us for. Understanding that time is speeding up requires a shift in mindset. We often live as if there's always more time. More tomorrow, more next week, more next year. But life is not guaranteed. This awareness is not meant to frighten us. It's meant to wake us up. It's a reminder to live with intention, to focus on what matters most. One way to shift your mindset is by embracing gratitude and presence. When you acknowledge what you have today, rather than constantly striving for more tomorrow, you create mental space. Time stops feeling like a runaway train and starts feeling like a gift. Another important mindset change is embracing reflection. At the end of each day, week, or month, ask yourself what truly mattered today to connect with others. Did I create, learn, or love? Reflection slows time because it encourages to process experiences rather than letting them slide by unnoticed. Finally, understand that your perception of time is flexible. Engage in activities that challenge you, push you out of your comfort zone, and make life memorable. When you learn something new, when you venture into unknown territory, when you express yourself fully, your sense of time expands. You are no longer a passive observer of your days. You are an active participant in them. Slowing down does not mean being lazy or stagnant. It means being fully engaged in what matters. Presence is the antidote to the speeding up of life. When you are present, time stretches, you savor moments, you create memories, and you feel life more intensely. Presence starts with awareness of your senses. Notice the colors around you, the scents, the sounds, the textures. Taste your food. Listen fully when someone speaks. Feel your body moving through space. The simplest of moments become profound when they are fully experienced. Meditation, mindfulness, and intentional pauses are powerful tools. Even just 5 minutes a day of conscious breathing can anchor you to the present. Over time, these small practices accumulate, allowing you to experience life more deeply and feel time as a generous companion rather than a relentless thief. Presence also means prioritizing relationships. Time accelerates when we neglect meaningful connections, but when we invest in deep conversations, laughter, and love, our experience of time slows and becomes rich with value. Life is not measured in hours or days, but in these moments of genuine engagement. Finally, if time is speeding up, what should we do with this knowledge? Not panic rush, nosh, but act with urgency and purpose. Life is fleeting, and understanding this should inspire action rather than anxiety. Identify what matters most to you and focus on it. Let go of distractions, meaningless comparisons, and societal pressures that steal your time. Create a life that aligns with your values. Pursue your dreams, nurture your health, cultivate relationships, and invest in experiences that leave lasting memories. Remember, every moment is an opportunity. Every day is a chance to slow time, to live fully, and to make an impact. Time will always move forward, but how you choose to live within it is entirely up to you. The message is clear: life is accelerating, and if we don't consciously slow down, we risk missing the moments that truly matter. But if we pay attention, embrace presence, and live with purpose, time becomes a friend, not a foe. Time is speeding up, but you have the power to reclaim it. Through awareness, intentional living, presence, and meaningful engagement, you can slow the perception of time and live a life rich with purpose and memory. Don't let the blur of distraction rob you of your life. Wake up, pay attention, and make every moment count.